version of the Omniverse.
What? And I'm sorry. What did you say the kind of approximate street date for this is going to be in the fall? Or
Yeah. This should be on shelf for sure by August.
That's great.
Yeah.
So well in time for Christmas, of course.
Oh yeah,
so,
definitely. Yeah. That character Rook that I was telling you about before, Ben's sidekick, as I mentioned, he's all about weaponry, gadgets, things like that. So what we've done is we created a whole spy gear line around him.
So this was all.
So we have
his
basic
tech.
and deluxe, right? So
Very
he
nice.
has what is called his proto tool, and this is a tool that changes into many different things in the show. For us, we have it that changes into 4 different play modes. So it has sounds in it. So now it's like what we call the blaster modes. It's basically like a 6-shooter. So it'll have like laser sounds, and whatever. You'll be able to hear sounds. But what you can do is you can pull things out, and you can pull this down.
Oh, wow.
So now it turns into like a rifle mode.
Yeah.
You can put that out, and then you can pull this out, pull it around. Now we have like a lance mode, and the thing is that it also has a motion sound in it. So when you're going side to side, you get that motion detector, and the sounds will come out, things like that. But what really sets it apart from the rest is that when you put them all together in its basic mode or any of the other ones, the spy gear line has different items that you can then attach to it. So these items that work, this is like we call it the protoscope, but it's a periscope. You can connect this on the side if you connect that in there and twist it up.
Like this.
That will then sit up here, so you can use it as a
And
scope.
this reminds me
plus
of an
mirror
older
behind
line
you.
too. This is
The Tech Blaster.
Yeah.
How we incorporate those things together, and then of course the proto specs. Kids can wear those, change up the visual, impression of what's going on around them, so that way they can really embed themselves into the character by changing up the visual. They got the sound effects, they got the different equipment that they can attach to their belt, carry it around, so they can really feel like they're the Rook character.
I tell you, I like what I'm seeing here. This is exciting stuff.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And then lastly, it's a playset. We have a basic and we have a deluxe. We haven't had playsets in the line for a little while, but because the Omniverse has a new central command center where Ben is going to spend a lot of his time, we have this great central command in our deluxe playset, and then we have all these kind of ancillary command centers or different rooms that when you put them all together, it builds this 21-inch spaceship. So in the show, kids will know that Ben is now in this plumber spaceship, and they'll see pictures of it in the show, and it looks very much like this. But what we've done is, like I said, each one of these different playsets plus the deluxe playset all combines, and as you can see, we've kind of shown you in packaging what you get inside. Whereas, with these over here, you see you get the top piece, or, a different package, you'd have the bottom piece. All of them come with their own figures. This one has a 4-inch figure exclusive to it. And they have, missiles. This has what we're calling a teleportation chamber, which is like a magic mirror. But you put your figure inside, and when the light's on, he disappears. And the cool thing about all of these is that they have a one-touch closed to open feature. So if I fold all of these in, these all come in, every single one of these have the pieces on it, but they're all spring-fed, so when I press the button on the top, it all releases at one time. So one button from closed to open, same with all of the basic playsets, all the same thing.
That's
so
great.
4 different toys, combine them all together, you have that 5th play pattern with that 21-inch plumber spaceship.
And these are scaled to those little guys that were all the way at the very beginning of the tour, it looks like, or
no,
or not.
They're kind of their scale relation to the characters in the show.
Okay.
Like these guys are Galvans, and they're just kind of a small breed as it is. The actual finals are going to have green eyes painted, and they're going to be glow-in-the-dark figures.
All right.
This guy is a character called Plug. He's actually, this is the plumber jail, so he's incarcerated. That's why we have this kind of little hook that you can hook on to carry him around like handcuffs. But those two will be glow-in-the-dark with the painted eyes. Pedale will be exactly like he is there. But,
and it's pretty much final packaging, or close to. Well, I won't hold you to it.
I
It's
know
the
that
right idea.
It'll have some sort of graphic representation of the product, and on the back we'll have kind of all the actual pictures, talent, stuff like that. So
Well, that is fantastic. Thank you so much for
yeah,
showing us
absolutely.
around.
Happy to do it for you.